Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the USA International Speedway in Lakeland, Florida, for the FWM Late Model Tour. This is the alternate race of what we ran last week of the Craftsman Truck Series, and we are ready to get this show on the road. My name is Emmett Crow, and I'm joined by Mr. Chris Norris and our lovely producer pushing all the buttons, making us sound good, Mr. Tracy Brown. Hope y'all enjoyed y'all's Thanksgiving, but it's time to get back to racing. Chris, don't you agree?
Yes, I do, Emmett. Everybody's been battling different things off of the track. Let's get our countdown, our starting grid lined up, and then we'll go into some more of that.
All right, so row one, your pole sitter, no one other than Mr. Scott Shive, lining up next to Austin Cansdale on the outside. Row two is where you're going to find Hunter Carlson in P3, lining up next to Austin Pack in the 81 machine on the outside. Row three is where you'll find Zachary Patano in the 63 machine, lined up next to Paul Dillon on the outside. Row four, you'll find Chris Golden in the 86, lining up next to Charles Oberg in the 77 in 8th on the outside. Row 5, you'll find Ron Walters in the 99 machine, lining up next to Bradley Young in the 89 machine in 10th on the outside.
And then you're going to be following up by Colton Brenner, Yogi Schleer in row 6, and then row 7 will be Art Maline, and Daniel Jones. Daniel never qualifies, so that's nothing unusual right there. I'm telling you, the
Nothing.
man loves to pass cars, brother.
Yeah, definitely. As the pace car works around coming down the front stretch, we'll get the one to go this time by. Chris, what are you looking forward to in this race tonight?
Man, I'm gonna tell you what, I'm looking forward to that front row battle right there. That 87 and that 33. It's good to see Cansdale back on the front row, up in front. You know, I think he's gotten over his struggles mid-season. So it's going to be interesting to see how this thing shakes out. It's good to see our buddy Chris Golden back in the lineup too.
Yeah, so here we go, folks. Pace car comes out of turn number 3. Now, coming out of 4, they're going to take that hard left turn on pit road. Cars down the front stretch. Green flag. We are underway here at USA.
Yeah, and right away you see the launch of Scott Shives getting out front there real quick, and followed by Cansdale right there, then Pack and Carlson and Patano round out the top 5.
Yeah, as we see right here, Scott Shives, I think, his last egg bowl didn't go the way that he planned. So I think a win would really boost his feelings after that tough loss that Mississippi State
Yeah.
was handed to by Ole Miss. Of course, we know if you follow college football, you know that Mr. Lane Kiffin is no longer the coach at Ole Miss. So, but anyways,
But
back to racing.
is it official? Is it official now?
Yes, it was official last night. Lane Kiffin is now the head coach of the LSU Tigers.
Wow.
But here we go. Back.
Heads are gonna roll. Heads are gonna roll. But
Yeah,
yeah, we got the 33 right on the back bumper of Shy, but this is nothing that we haven't seen out of Scott before. He's really good about being up front, setting a really good pace, and getting a feel for that guy behind him.
Yeah. Do you think if Mr. Scott Shives got married in a fever hotter than a pepper sprout, he'd go back down to Jackson?
I'll let him talk to you about that later.
Oh man. We see Scott Shives continue to lead. Austin Cansdale in second. Austin Pack in third. Hunter Carlson fourth. Fifth, Zachary Patano. Sixth is going to be Paul Dillon. Seventh, Chris Golden. Eighth, Charles Oberg. Ninth, Colton Bronner. And 10th, Walters. I can't remember his first name.
Yeah. Colton, buddy, if I screw your name up again tonight, please don't shoot
Ron
me.
Walters. That's what it is.
Yeah, I don't know why in the world I can't get that boy's last name down pat. I don't know what. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm from South Carolina and we pronounce shit how it's spelled, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, I apologize if I screw it up, man. You can hit me up in Discord, PM me, and we'll settle it.
Well, here's the.
Raw.
I was about to say, here's the thing. I might have messed it up. You might have the right pronunciation because, you know, I'm the other south, the southwest, so a little bit of different dialect, kind of.
You know something though, Emmett? That's something we haven't seen in quite a while. Look at the top 7 and how tight they are.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd say these boys are pretty equal right now. The setups that they've got seem to be working pretty good for them, and everybody seems to be clipping along at a pretty quick pace here.
Yeah, definitely moving along. And I mean, we see Scott Shive, I mean, anytime he gets in these late models, I mean, he did have the close finish with Austin. I believe it was Austin Pack, which I was under the weather that night, so I was not able to call, but I did see the highlight. Yeah, and then
that was an awesome race. Whenever Scott got him right there at the finish, the last lap, was that the one you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, he ran out of fuel. That sucked. But you know, these guys just, they're so smooth. I mean, if you look at these cars, the way they're going through these turns, they're not bobbing, they're not weaving, they don't really look like they're pushing. They just ease right on through there, and that's what you really want out of these late models on these tracks, because tire wear is so crucial. That you start burning into that right front tire, man, you're gonna have trouble.
Yeah, and another thing I want to add though, this is a whole much better race than last week when Daniel Michel just took him behind the woodshed at the Milwaukee Mile. I think the final interval, Chris, was like 23 seconds to our second place driver, Hunter Carlson.
Yeah, I apologize for missing the last couple of weeks, man. Just real life's been kind of getting in my way, and it seems like every time I turn around, it was one thing right after another. And then with the holidays and traveling and people getting sick in my family, it's been tough. But I'm glad you're back, man. I'm glad you're all recovered, and it's great to have you back in here with us. And Tracy, he's still a little bit under the weather, but you know, he'll fight through it.
Yeah, me and Tracy were joking last week. He said, "I think you gave me a virus through the computer," and I was like, "Well, let's say gave you a computer virus." But
yeah, he gave him a computer virus. Gave him a pooter virus. Gave him a pooter virus. That's what they call it. But
Kyle Shives continue to lead. Austin Cansdale 0.3 of a second in second. Austin Pack right there on his back bumper in third. Fourth's going to be Hunter Carlson. Fifth, Zach Patano. Sixth, Paul Dillon. Seventh, Chris Golden. Eighth, Charles Oberg. Ninth, Colton Briner. 10th, I keep forgetting Walter's name. Ron Walters.
Ron Walters.
11th, Bradley Young. 12th, Art Millen. 13th, Yogi Schleer. And 14th, Mr. Daniel Mindfu Jones.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Schleer is as far back in the field as he is. I mean, normally he's around the mid pack. So I wonder if he might be struggling with a push or something like that. Maybe he just hadn't found his groove just yet. Nice looking snap-on machine that he's got right there. Out of Wilmington, North Carolina, making the hometown crowd proud.
I wonder if I was about to say,
I don't think that name Schleer is what do they call it? Native to Wilmington?
That is correct, because he currently presides in Wilmington, but he's actually from Gastonia, is where he grew up.
Okay, yeah. Okay. I didn't think that. I mean, because I'm not too far from Wilmington myself, maybe about 3 hours. And that's just not a name we hear much of down here. So it took me a minute to learn how to pronounce Luke Yogi's last name. So, you know, I'm all about the,
Oh, man. Oh,
oh,
tough
wow.
break.
Big pile up. Big
Oh,
pile up coming
man.
into turn 3 there.
That'll bring our first
Yeah,
caution. You
that'll
saw it
shake up the
live
field.
right
That'll
here,
shake the
folks, and
field
we're
up
going to
right there.
get a replay as we take a look at the replay right here. Looks like, oh, man.
Have some hard hits there, and as we see Yogi, we were just talking about him. He got straight into the 14 after the 14 hit the wall, and a couple other cars bounced into him.
Well,
Yeah,
the 99 of Ron
hard.
Walters looked like he got loose and got into the back of Briner.
Yeah,
And
maybe
then when
had a
that
little
happened,
bit of carrying a little bit of too much forward momentum there, and it just kind of got into him. I don't think it was anything malicious or intentional or anything like that. It's had a little bit of a jump coming out of the turn there, and just carried it, that momentum, and it got into the 14.
I want to take a time and look at that stat line from Scott Shives. He's only been running this series for 5 races, and he's got 4 out of 5 wins. And he would have 5 out of 5, but he wasn't able to run. As we take a look at the point standings, Scott Shives is your points leader. Austin Canesdale right there, 30 points and back in second. Hunter Carlson moves up to third. But yeah, look at that stat line. I mean, it's remarkable what Scott has done in the modifieds.
Yeah.
All right,
I
so
know we had 5 cars in pit road after that accident there, that altercation. Like the 14 cars come back out onto the track, but we've still got the 99, the 12, the 15, and 17. All right, the 12 car just came back out. So hopefully those guys can get everything situated. Yep, everybody's back out on the track, so we didn't lose anybody.
yeah, and we just want to add to that, folks, when we showed those points, that was actually we're on race number 7. That was from race number 5. So you're going to have to forgive us for not being able to get the current out. We will have those out as soon as possible. All right, so as we see Daniel Manfu Jones trying to get towards the back, so he's going to slow down and just line up this way. So Scott Shives is going to be your leader. Austin Cansell in second. Third is going to be Austin Pack. Fourth, Hunter Carlson. And green flag back underway here at USA. Austin Cansell got a much better restart there as he's right up on the back bumper of Scott Shives. And now Austin Pack under fire from Hunter Carlson as they come down the front stretch.
Yeah, we had started to see Scott kind of start to pull away from the 33 just a tad on that long green flag run there. And see what the 33 can do with him this time around.
Yeah, Austin Cansdale, for me personally, I knew what he could do on the console side, but ever since he got over to iRacing, he's just gotten better each and every year. Won the Mini Stocks Championship and has really built it off of it. Won his first truck race at Phoenix, and now here he is running really good in this late model race.
Yeah, certainly. Like I said, he's become a staple here in full wide. Just odd not to see that 33 up front. So I don't know. Maybe one day I'll get to run in the top 5. Who knows? Anything's possible.
Yeah, it's funny. Looking back, Austin joined 4Y Motorsports when he was still in high school at the age of 17. And now he's going to be a married man in July, and just it's awesome to see like all these young guys growing in this league, and that's why FWM is far better than anything else. I can't say that though.
Well, that's a statement to the league, though. That just goes to tell you what kind of competition there is, season after season, race after race. So, I mean, what kind of drivers that are here? You know, I'm looking forward to next Friday night. We're going to be starting up the ARCA series, and I'll be performing in that. I can't wait. I'm so ready to get back out on the track. You know, since the season's ended, I haven't had anything to do, so I've been kind of beside myself. And, you know, because every Friday night I'm like, man, shouldn't I be on the track? You know, and then Sunday, shouldn't I be on the track? But you know, it gets kind of boring, you know, when you're running these 12, 13 week seasons, and when they end, you're so accustomed, and it's like, man, what the heck do I do now?
Yeah, and you know, you were talking about Sunday nights, and I just got to thinking, Chris, the league owner for Leadfoot Racing, Mr. Landon Brown, is not here tonight.
Yeah, no, he's not, but Austin Cansdale is repping those Leadfoot colors, and doing a pretty good job too. He's got that Leadfoot TV on the hood of that thing, and you know, that's just that's awesome right there. Both of these leagues, Four Wide Motorsports, Leadfoot Racing, man, just such great competitors. Really good racing all the way around. I mean, and in these lake models, especially over in Leadfoot, because that's what we do. We do lake model stocks, and man, we just get out there, man, give it our all, just like these guys are doing. It's just a fun time, man. It really is.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, talking about Leadfoot, I think back to how this partnership with Leadfoot and FWM started. I believe it was Landon wanted to run a modified race with FWM, and they did. And then Lenny, his dad, came, and then I believe our producer, Mr. Tracy Brown, ran a few races with FWM as well.
I did, man. I ran some late model stocks with these guys. I really miss it too, man. I really enjoyed running with these guys.
Well, I tell you, they Landon and them, and Tracy and them, they started a thing on Thursday nights. Was it the Podium series or something like that? And basically, what it is for guys that like myself that normally run about mid-pack and back. We all get together and we'll run a full race. We'll try to get a feel for the car, kind of share some information just to make ourselves better. And that really helps out. It really helps me out. So, glad that they started that. You know, just proud to be a part of it. Really am. Everybody from Wayne Cannon to Tracy Brown, Lenny, Landon, Hunter, these guys, they all pour so much into this, and people don't realize you just don't go on there and start a league and have drivers come and stick around without having a good product, without having a good series, without having good drivers. So it's can get difficult trying to recruit new drivers, which both Four Wide Motorsports and Leadfoot are looking for drivers. So if anybody out there that might be watching or watch the rebroadcast if you might be interested. Look us up. Find us in the Discords or up on iRacing. Got a lot to offer. So, full wide, they're into just about everything from N25 to monster trucks. So, they do a little bit of it all. Oh, we got Colton in the wall.
Yeah,
Still
I believe
making
this will be his third time coming down pit road for an unscheduled stop, just trying to find the balance and take care of some of that damage that he suffered. As we see the field putting 3 laps down, but meanwhile back behind, Zach Patano has really found something, and he is coming to life as he gets past Hunter Carlson on the inside. Chris Golden's going to follow suit with Patano.
Yeah, that's the thing. Once you open that door, man, if you're not careful, you can lose 3, 4, 5 spots even real quick. Step off of that bottom groove, man, and as we see Chris Golden making another move here.
Yeah, Chris Golden has found something on that bottom line as well. As he goes into the corner, tries to pull the move off, and he will clear. Patano is now, they'll move Golden up into the 4th position, but it's a long way to get to that number 3, to the top 3, isn't it, Chris?
It sure is. Those boys are setting a tremendous pace, and we'll be soon coming up on halfway here. It's almost go time. I think that's what Chris Golden has realized is it's go time. So he's getting ready to hook it out. Well, in five laps, we do have a stage break, I think. We'll see what, and we'll see what shakes up after that. So hopefully that's not another that we might have. So we'll just have to see in about 3 more laps.
Yeah, I believe they said Chris Norris is performing a concert at the stage break at lap 50. So y'all stay tuned for that. That'll be
I'll be doing some Milli Vanilli lip syncing. It's tough lip syncing the lip syncers now. Come on. That takes talent, bud.
2 laps to go before that stage break as Scott Shives is pulled out to a 0.6 of a second lead, as Austin Pack is now trying to battle Austin Cansdale for 2nd.
Yeah, he's pulling right up on him. There he goes. Austin might just be kind of waiting a little bit, waiting for that stage break, get some fresh tires, and get ready to go back after it again. But Scott Shive is just kind of checked out a little bit right now.
I will say this. I thought, I grew up in Oklahoma, and I thought Oklahoma had some strange named towns, with the Native American heritage, but North Carolina's got some wild names. Austin Pack from Walker, is it Walkerton, Walkertown, North Carolina. They got Wilmington and Gastonia, and I'm like, wow.
Gastonia, really? Not that weird of a name. Then you got Pembroke.
And there we are, lap 50.
Giving a shout out to those Lumbee Indians over there in Pembroke, North Carolina.
Well, I grew up in Chattanooga, but not Tennessee, Oklahoma. So I guess that's a little history lesson for people that were watching that didn't know there was another Chattanooga. There is. It's not quite as big. It's only about 500 people, 200 in the school. So, yeah, it's not as big as Chattanooga, Tennessee, that's for sure.
12 bars on Main Street.
There's one bar, and it's in the back of the town, like the outskirts.
It's not quite like Wisconsin. God.
No, it's real little. It's I mean, when I went in there, I thought I was gonna hit my head on the ceilings, but it's called My Place Bar and Grill. Shout out to My Place in Chattanooga, Oklahoma. If you're out there, go check them out. But yeah, like you were saying, Chris, we are looking for drivers. So if you're interested in joining FWM, you can follow us in our Discord in the link below. Click on that, and we'll get you all the information you need. Now, we got Craftsman Truck Series. We got late models. Now we're starting the ARCA on Fridays. So make sure, as we see it right there on the screen, this is going to be a good thing to be a part of. And if you're ever interested about joining in the booth, you want to try out and announce it, come on. I got an open booth. We'd love to have you, and we'll definitely try you out and see if you're good. If you're good, we'll keep you. If you're not, we'll still keep you, because that's just the kind of place we are, and we'll get you better. So make sure you go and click on that Discord, FWM, today. All right, folks. So while we're working this stage, as everyone took their pit stops, looks like Bradley Young might have stayed out. It's looking like, Chris.
Yeah, I know Yogi Schleer and Chris Golden only took right sides. Scott,
So
Austin,
Bradley Young's going to be,
Patano,
you know,
Hinsdale, they took 4.
I was wondering, guys. Bradley Young's running a rainbow car. Is he trying to tell us something? Oh,
I
man.
mean, that's the old Bush car, man. You know, that's like a throwback right there.
I know. I'm just
Yeah,
giving him a hard time.
you can't. I mean, it ain't like that old 24. It don't get no more rainbowy than that.
Yeah, we'll probably see that in June. All right, here we go, folks. Coming out of turn number 4. It'll be Bradley Young and Yogi Schleer leading them to the green flag, and we're back underway here at USA. What is that, a trout? Is that a largemouth or trout on the side? Oh, it's a largemouth. Big old haul.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Chris Golden playing the track position game, and it's actually going to help him out as him and Bradley Young have checked out from the field. So it's going to be interesting, Chris, on how that top 3 handles this dirty air.
Yeah, it is. We see that Scott Shive is running in 6th spot right now, so he's got a little bit of work to do, and we'll just have to keep an eye on him back there. Cansdale, he's not quite as far back. He's at 4th right now. So you know, those guys out front, they're rolling the dice a little bit, and sometimes you have to make your own way. You know, make your own way. So that's what these guys are trying to do. So we'll just have to wait and see how it works out as we see Chris Golden trying to get underneath Bradley Young for the lead there.
I was just going to say, Kenny Rogers said it best. You got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. As we see Chris Golden going to the front. Look at that old Okie boy showing them how to do it right there. From Elk City, Oklahoma. You know, it's funny, Chris. I actually grew up outside of Elk City for about a year. A little town called Willa, Oklahoma, about 60 people. So, Mom worked at the hospital in Elk City, so made quite a few trips up there. Elk City's also on Route 66. They've got the Route 66 Museum in Elk City and Clinton. So if you're ever up there, folks, make sure you stop in and check out that museum.
You know, man, I was just sitting here thinking, there's that old saying about it being cold as a well digger's A out here. I bet you Chris Golden can tell you exactly how cold a well digger's A is.
Yeah, Chris Golden. He's one of those. He likes to be a motherfracker. But out there, as we're joined by the league owner of Leadfoot Racing, Landon, how you like seeing that number 33 looking out there, looking good, huh?
Yeah, I was just taking note of it. I had to climb up here in the booth with y'all guys and just stop by and say, hey, I was torn tonight running late model stocks, but I got an opportunity to race a super late model for Braxton DeWeese Racing over at SRL. So we did that, and just as a learning experience. So it went well, but had to stop in and say hey.
Well,
Yeah,
hey,
we're looking forward to some exciting things coming up next season in Leadfoot Racing. You care to elaborate on anything? Let us
Well,
in
there's
on a
not.
few secrets.
Well, there's not a
Huh?
whole lot I'm able to say right now, but yeah, we're
Oh,
we're
come
working
on,
on some
man.
things for next
Drop a
season.
crumb. Drop a crumb, bro.
Uh,
Oh, man.
Nothing is official yet, so I can't put too much out there. But what I am looking
Oh.
forward to is the RDR versus LFRL series. So that's all I got for right now.
Okay, man. Well,
I'm just happy to see Chris Golden lead some laps right here. That's what I
know,
like
right?
to see.
yeah. With Scott, he restarted back there. He's picked up one spot since the caution or stage break. But Chris Goldens has checked out to 1.2 second lead right now over Austin Pack.
You know, speaking of Chris Golden, everybody, all you race fans out there, we have got to get this boy to Daytona. So if you're interested in sponsoring Mr. Chris Golden, you can find his social media page, and you can find out how you can donate to that race fund, because we got to get this boy to Daytona in the ARCA series. So take a look at that beautiful golden looking number 86. I can't. It says beer league, but what is that in the middle? Is that eliminations? Is that what this is? A lemon melon. Ella Melons, I believe is what it says. And we have one car that has retired. Mr. Colton Briner has taken it to the house.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Colton, man. I kind of pull for that young man a little bit.
Well, and it's also, you know, I worked with the guy named Alan Bergen, and his thing was first one out, they win the race to the beer stand. That's what was his thing. So
Yep.
Briner definitely won that race to the beer stand.
Yeah, he got that one. But like we've got second place of Austin Pack. He's closed the gap a little bit by a tenth. So I tell you what now, Cansdale and Scott Shive, man, they're still kind of stuck back there in fourth and fifth. They're not coming through there as quickly as I thought they would.
Well, it just goes to show, Chris, like we were talking, and that's what I was wondering. If these top three cars get stuck in dirty air, how are they going to handle it? Because we saw what they could do in clean air as the field checked out to about 3 seconds over the fourth place car. But now we see what they can do in dirty air, and it's like they're just sitting ducks out there as we see Chris Golden sitting there in clean air as Pack's trying to chase him down. He's able to build on that lead just a bit.
Yeah, well, Austin Pack has shaved. Well, what happened to Pack?
Latano coming up to the inside, trying to make the move. Latano rocking the W Energy. You know, W Energy, I tried to get a partnership with them, but as anyone knows how it goes with W Energy.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've been
man.
recently trying to start streaming some stuff, and I'm finding it to be a little bit more difficult than what I remember back in the day. I'll get there.
Yeah, it's a whole new ball game when you get on the streaming side. Me myself, personally, just it's tough. And you know, you ask these streamers, as we see Charles Oberg battling Bradley Young. He's probably won this race to get over so he can go watch some Patriots play.
Yeah, they're doing actually pretty good this year somehow. And in two,
Yeah.
I mean, it's been. I mean, they ain't played this good since Tom Brady.
You know, when they drafted
Sam
Drake May,
Darnold.
I knew it was going to be a good thing. And we are being told, breaking news, Jackson Dart will not play tonight due to concussion.
Oh wow!
So, looks like Jameis Winston will get the start tonight, boys.
Jameis Winston, is he
old,
still in the league? Ain't he like 50 years old by now?
No, he's not quite 50, but he's getting to be a dinosaur. He's
Oh man, I
the
remember
old Florida
his
State product back in the day.
his shenanigans at Florida State.
Well, I always
the
thought
crab
he was a
legs.
little overrated anyway.
Yeah, from the crab legs all the way as we see Art Milne in the wall. If you want to check something out, go check out the Port City Pirates on YouTube. They do pirate reenactments. I haven't got to check it out, and I've been wanting to check it out, but Art said it's a great show, so if you're down to see that, you know, you watch Pirates of the Caribbean, Captain Jack Sparrow, but Art, he's a captain in real life, so make sure y'all go check that out and check out some pirates. It's not going to be like the Somali pirates, you know, look at me, I'm the captain now, but it's definitely going to be, you know, your old-fashioned pirates, you know, matey, all that stuff. Probably got a parrot on his shoulder, too.
Who's gonna play Johnny Depp? Who's gonna play Johnny Depp?
I don't know. That's a good question, but just want to say for Charles Oberg, his Patriots are up 10-0. As Chris Golden continues to lead over Patano.
That lead is shrinking big time and fast. 3/10.
Well, and the thing is, Golden better watch out because Patano's pretty aggressive. So he's been known to use the bumper a time or two. So if I'm Chris Golden, I'm just preparing for it and just waiting and hoping that he doesn't become a victim.
Yeah, old Golden probably telling me he's number one before it's all over.
Oh man, you know it's funny.
I mean, he's Golden's he's dropping off the pace right good bit with those two tires. You're gonna start probably seeing some of these guys that took 4 tires start to reel him in now pretty quickly.
You know, I personally root for Chris Golden because he's a product of my recruiting. Not trying to toot my own horn, but Golden's been a great buddy of mine for years, and yeah, he was finally able to ask me what FWM was running, so I gave him the rundown, and he finally joined up. My other recruit, Chris David, he was doing good, but he's a good modified driver, but he hasn't joined us in a couple seasons, so I brought both Chris's over, and it's been interesting since Old Golden's joined FWM.
Yeah, I and Chris get along pretty good. We go back. We go at each other pretty hard, but it's all fun. You know, it's all fun.
Oh, there it was.
And speak of the bumper, and it shows up.
Oh man.
Yeah, I bet you that. Yeah, boy, I just wished I could hear that right now.
Well, I'm not surprised because I knew it was coming.
Watch the replay right here.
Oh yeah.
Little teeny tap. That's all it takes. Doesn't take much, man.
Yep. Yogi Schleer is going to be a race leader, folks. And Austin, it's going to say Patano. Well, hold on. Scoring's going crazy.
Yeah, it's still updating. I have to give it a couple more laps. And we'll see where everything falls into place after this shake around happens.
Yeah. Let's say it looks.
I think it's going to be Patano unless he pits. That's going to move Cansdale and Shive up another spot to third.
Moves
Fourth,
back into second.
Yep. Paul Dillon running in fifth.
There's your top
back in sixth.
Top 5.
Scoring has it right now.
So Patano's going to be your leader. Austin Pack will line up in second. Austin Cansdale in third. Fourth will be Scott Shives. Fifth, Paul Dillon. Sixth is going to be
Like Hunter Carlson.
Yeah, Hunter Carlson and Charles Oberg. 7th. 8th will go to Bradley Young. 9th will go to Ron Walters. 10th will be Daniel Mindfood Jones. 11th will be Yogi Schleer. And Art and Briner will stay in 13th and 14th since they're multiple laps down.
Yeah, I'm waiting on that there to kind of, well, we're coming around here. Lights are off on that pace car. One more lap, and we'll be taking the green. 43 laps left. I'll tell you, man, it's getting crunch time for sure.
Here's the thing. Chris Golden's got a car that he could drive back up through the field, but it's going to be interesting to see how his car handles in dirty areas. The green flag flies, and we are back underway at USA. Patano goes right to the top and blocks Pack, cuts off his run, and that allows Austin Cansdale to get up under Pack. As they work through 3 and 4, Patano continuing to lead. Austin Pack in second, third, Cansdale. We finally got everything figured out, folks. 4th is going to be Scott Shives. 5th, Paul Dillon. 6th, Hunter Carlson. 7th, Daniel Mindfood Jones. 8th, Charles Oberg. 9th, Chris Golden, as Golden is actually going to try to get up under Oberg on the outside, trying to get that 8th position away as the field's starting to drive away.
Yeah, they got a little battle going on right here. See Chris Golden get a little bit high right there, but he's hanging tough on that outside. And you got another car trying to take a peek into the inside there. As Oberg finally clears Golden.
Yeah, as we see Austin Cansdale and Scott Shives trying to battle for third. But Cansdale able to keep it away from Shives.
Yep. Got Patano out front. Approach 30, we have 37 laps to go around this time.
Yeah, as we see right here, Tano continuing to lead. Austin Pack in second. Austin Cansdale. It's the Austin and Austin show for second as this battle heats up. And he throws Scott Shives in there. We got a 3-way battle for second.
Yep. And Paul Dillon right there, ready to pounce at any time.
Now we see Chris Golden move to the inside line, trying to make quick work of Charles Oberg. He's got the advantage. as Golden's going to drop it down to the inside line. Trying to use the draft from Bradley Young, and it's going to be enough as Golden has cleared Oberg, has his eyes set on Monfu Jones.
Well, Oberg too. He's a gentleman racer. He's not going to push it too hard if you're a little quicker than him, you know. So, but for the most part, they out there having a good time. So that's what we like to see.
Bradley Young from hometown North Carolina, USA. Yogi Schleer coming in for a pit stop.
Just that fast, we went from Wilmington, North Carolina, all the way out to Elk City, Oklahoma, and now we're back to hometown, North Carolina. That must be somewhere right outside of Wilmington. So we are definitely traveling the whole United States tonight. So, you know, we've even took a trip up to Canada real quick and made it back. So, you know, everybody's arrived safely.
Hey, Bradley,
like that old
tell
Johnny.
us where you live, buddy.
Yeah. I'm sure his mom's in the chat. She can probably tell us.
Well, right now I'm looking at the old chat back and forth a little bit. You know, I got one of my combat tested gaming buddies in here in the chat. And, he's been chiming in. Austin Pack is in from Walkertown, North Carolina at the BGS. Austin Pack, that was a question. Here's Austin. Let's see if we can put Austin's information up there on the screen real quick if we can. Walkertown. Yep, that'd be the one. Yeah, they're done there, Joshua. You doing all right this evening, buddy? I'm speaking to some of the people in our chat right here. As Joshua Tressler said, hello, broadcast.
Unfortunately, we have some breaking news from Colton Briner. Thank you guys for the booth. Thank you guys in the booth for your kind words on the broadcast each and every week and sticking with me. I've really been trying, but this is the last for me. So we hate to see Colton Briner go. Wish you the best, buddy. Hopefully you can join us in the future, and we'll be seeing you further on. But as we look up front, Zach Patano continuing to lead. Austin Packett second, third, Scott Shives, fourth, Austin Cansdale, sixth, Hunter Carlson, seventh, Monfu Jones. Eighth's going to be Chris Golden, ninth, Bradley Young, 10th, Ron Walters, Charles Oberg, 11th, Art Millen in 12th, Yogi Schleer in 13th. There are 13 cars still on the track. There are 11 on the lead lap. We have one that has retired. As we look further on, 26 laps to go. Chris, we're going to see probably some pit stops coming up.
Yeah, it's a very possibility. We definitely gonna see some sparks here directly. It ain't gonna be much longer either.
Guys, producer Tracy here. 25 laps to go. Do y'all know what time it is?
It's go time.
It's go time.
It's time to dig.
Time to dig.
Sponsored by Golden Racing. Chris Golden in the 86. 25 laps to go. You gotta show what you got.
Yeah, it's time to dig. Sponsored by Golden Racing. 25 to go.
That's what I'm talking about, him. Bring the energy. Love it.
Always. That's why I set out those races, because I felt like if I wasn't giving 100%, then it wouldn't be worth it. As we see now, Chris Golden trying to think about taking them 3 wide with Paul Dillon and Monfu Jones, but he's just going to follow Monfu, trying to get the momentum to get up next to Hunter Carlson. Mine Fu rocking the Christmas theme. Got Frosty the Snowman on the side. Got Santa on the hood. Oh man, that's a sweet looking scheme right there.
Yeah, there he is, the fat man
Oh,
himself.
oh, oh! Dirty South.
Not Dirty South.
Oh, what a car! Oh my gosh, look at the bottom. He's got whiskey in one hand. Oh man. Yep. It's the season. Thanksgiving's over. Throw out the, I told my wife, she put up the tree. Her birthday was November 7th, and she wanted to put up the tree then. So I gave in, but I just don't get why people just try to just put up the Christmas tree, because it's not the thankful tree. You got to get past Thanksgiving before then, but I'm just a guy, I guess. As now we see Austin Pack battling now. Boys, we got a battle going on for the lead as Patano's under fire from Pack. Pack driving that 2001 throwback Pepsi 400 winning car from Mr. Dale Earnhardt Jr. Got the Speedway Classic on the front of the hood. But Jr. ran this car, I believe, at Florence in the Cars Tour. Great to see that that paint scheme out there again, man. Does it bring back some memories? Went from 6th to 1st to score the victory in the Pepsi 400. I sound like Alan Bestwick, but as we see Austin Pack shoot down to the inside, getting a little drafted help from Scott Shives. Here we go now. Pack drives it in deep. This time he's going to clear Patano. Patano under fire as Scott Shives going to clear Patano. And now Scott Shives has his eyes set on Pack.
Coming up to 14 laps right here, so.
Well, let me ask you this, Chris. We've seen the bumper used already. Do you think Scott Shives gives the bumper to Austin Pack? Just gives him a little boot scoop boogie.
No, I would be highly surprised if that happened. I think Scott will do everything he can to get under him cleanly, and now he might drift him up out of the groove a little bit to get around him, but I don't really think he would intentionally hit him to spin him or anything like that.
I mean, he doesn't even have to spin him. He just got to rattle his cage, and as the great Mr. The intimidator, Mr. Dale Earnhardt said, he said, I didn't mean to wreck him. I just want to rattle his cage. But we ride on board with that.
You do something like that out here, man. These cars are on such, I guess you could say, thin ice. These little tap doesn't take much, man. These things will go right around. I just don't. I would be shocked. I would be shocked.
Well, everybody down in Starkville, start ringing your cowbells, because here comes Scott Shives. He's coming to the front, and he's coming fast in the B-Main Podcast sponsored late model for lap down racing in the 87 machine. Pack starts blinking. But now we don't know where Pack is. And as a driver, that's just going to be the most scariest thing, isn't it, Chris?
Definitely. I mean, because when that happens, it worries me. When they come back, am I going to be inside their car with them, or what? Am I going to be driving their car, or are they going to be driving mine?
Well, here we go. 10 laps to go. Sponsored by Eastern Technical Design. Pack continues the lead. Shives is there. These two have battled back and forth before. It was the last race where Shives was able to get him at the line. and we're setting up for another one here at USA.
I bet you he put enough fuel in that car tonight.
Yeah, hopefully fuel is not the reason why Pack doesn't win this race like it was before. Scott Shives is right there. These guys are separated by 0.2 of a second. Here comes Shives. He'll try to drive it down into the corner, just trying to find something to get alongside Pack. Just trying to get up to his corner panel as he'll be right up on his back bumper as they hit the line. Oh, somebody got in the wall right there.
Well, we staying under green, so not enough to hinder forward progress at this point. So if we need it, we do have 2 attempts at a green-white checker. 5 laps to go, so
Cansdale looking under
yep.
Patano. Cansdale moves into the number 3 spot. Here comes Hunter Carlson trying to get under Patano. I think Patano's car has gone array. As now Mindfood Jones trying to get around Patano for 4th. 4 laps to go. Here we go, folks. Down the backstretch, Shives just trying to find something. Just finding anything to get alongside Austin Pack. Here we go, driving it down there. 3 to go at the line this time by. Austin Pack continuing to lead. Scott Shives is right there. Can Shives get up to Austin Pack, or will Pac-Man be able to take home the win? Scott Shives going for his 5th win here in the FWM Late Model Series. As we hit the line, 2 laps to go this time by. Scott Shives just trying to find a way to get around Austin Pack as they go into 1. It's Pack, followed by Shives. Now the gap is less than a car length. Shives starting to fade just a little bit as we come down the backstretch, coming to the white flag this time by. Out of turn number 3, now into 4. Pack takes the white flag, but will he remain there when he crosses the line the next time? Goes into 1 for the final time. Here they come into 2. Now down the backstretch. It's the Bowman Grade Track Champion, Mr. Austin Pack, going into 3. Scott Shives, I don't think he's going to have anything. No! It's going to be Austin Pack getting the best of Scott Shives this time. Austin Pack will be your winner.
Wow. Yeah, I figured he had enough fuel in that car this time.
Patano is actually going to bring it back home in 3rd. Wow, what happened there? We'll have to take a look. Something has happened to Lucky Cansdale because he is not finished yet. Have to take a look and see what happened. So we're being told that Austin Cansdale actually was disconnected.
Wow, that's unfortunate right there.
I think he got. I just feel like something happened to him. Yeah, he's got damage, guys. Oh man. Yep. Oh, Hunter Carlson. Let's see it again right here. And he just wrecked him. Wow.
With the right hook.
You don't expect that from Carlson.
No.
Did I see that correctly, guys? I may have to back that up.
He
didn't get loose or nothing. Wow.
I think he was racing for position there, and
I don't.
A little too aggressive.
I think that was that's intentional.
Well, I've learned my lesson about saying what's intentional and what's not intentional. I'm sure that over the next few days we'll definitely hear about it. There'll be some conversation and some chatter.
Well, we've definitely got to get this settled because, you know, Austin Cansdale's running the Leadfoot TV car, and Hunter
I was about to
Carlson's,
say,
yeah, he's sporting Eastern Technical Design. We got to look out for both of those guys, you know.
yeah.
Well,
So
I think he's I
let's
think
do
he's
this, guys.
definitely kind of pissed because he just
let's take a commercial
left.
break, and we'll get everything set up, and we'll be right back for your post-race coverage here at USA, only on FWM Network. Back here live for your post-race coverage here at USA Speedway, part of the FWM Late Model Tour. And we've got driver reporter, Mr. Charles Oberg, has caught up with Zach Patano. Charles, take it away.
Yeah, so I just parked my car, got out of it, kicked the tires, made sure it was I still had tires on that car, because I'm going to tell you that was a long race on 2 sets of tires, but Zach Matano was up front all night and handled it well. Zach, how did you feel? Because I know from the back it was rough. How did you feel up front there?
Yeah, with all that dirty air, at the beginning of the race, it was kind of tough to, get past anybody. Once the kind of, field kind of spread apart, it was a little bit easier. After the pits, got up front, that clean air felt really good. The car was running a lot better. At the end of the race there, I kind of tore my tires up, but, luckily, lucky can still got a little unlucky, and I got to shoot past both of them.
Yeah, like I said, my view was from the the driver's seat, so I'm gonna have to go back and watch the action, because it seemed like a really good race, all race, minimal cautions. Everybody just kind of did what they had to do. I think there's a little bit of pushing and shoving at the end because everybody's going for a win, but you hung tough for a 3rd place finish. You got to be pretty proud of that. I'm gonna give you the mic, man. Who do you have to thank?
First partner, Dubby, love their sponsorship, use code ROCK8 for 10% off. My family for, supporting this, and, all the other drivers that, take part.
Excellent, man. Hey, thanks for showing up every week, man. It's a pleasure, competing with you, and love being out on the track with guys of your caliber, because it just makes me want to be better every week. So we really do appreciate you. Congratulations on the top 3. So Emmett, I'm going to send it back to you. What do we got next?
So I'm standing here with your runner-up, Mr. Scott Shives. Scott, talk about, man, you were so close to 5 wins. Man, how does it feel to get second?
Well, I'm at 5 wins. I was close to 6.
Excuse me.
Man, it's again, if there's anyone that I want to finish second to, it's Pac. I've said it before, and I'll keep saying it. I love when me and Pat get to race around each other. He makes my job a lot harder, and that makes it a lot more fun. For those first 50 laps, I felt good, especially obviously leading. I was saving a lot. I made the decision in my mind to take 4, just because I'm not saying I actually wanted to be somewhat in the pack, because I was thinking that some people were going to take 2, and Chris Golden and some others did, but I kind of wanted to be in the pack. I hope that doesn't sound arrogant, but I wanted to try to see if I could make some passes, because it's not the easiest at USA, and so I wanted to try to see if I could go in there and make some passes around that area. Of course, I'm racing for a championship, so I wouldn't want to try to quote unquote sandbag on qualifying or anything like that, as much as fun passing is, but I need every point that I can get. And so I went ahead and took 4 tires, because I figured offense is going to be better for me than defense, even though I feel decent on both. But I feel better on the offensive, especially when I'm up against drivers like Cansdale, Carlson, and fighting against Patano tonight. So I sat back there, and on the first restart, Yogi Schlier didn't get the greatest restart from the front row. We were on the outside, and so that put Pac and Cansdale in front of me. And I knew when I saw Pat going by, I was like, "Dang it, I'm gonna have to get back by him," which is very, very difficult. I was gonna have to try my hardest. And I knew at that point it was a saving game, just because the right fronts were getting chewed apart. And so I'd been saving from there. And once we were able to dispose of Zach and get past him, I knew it was right there for me and Pac. And I was like, all right, I know he is going to put up an extremely tough fight. He always does. And we were just so even. He was a little bit better than me right there in the end, probably by a couple hundredths, but he was running just a little bit faster lap times, and by about lap 120, I knew, I was like, dang it, I'm not going to be able to get to his bumper. So congratulations to Austin for getting the win. 2-time winner. Should probably be a 3-time. Should really be a 4-time technically after what happened in New Smyrna. But it's so fun getting to race on all the drivers that I get to. It was really fun tonight. It was fun to get to sit in the pack. It was fun to make some passes, and I really enjoyed it. I had a good night overall, Emmett.
All right. Well, before we let you go, is there anyone you'd like to thank out there, buddy?
Absolutely. I always want to thank my Lord and Savior for giving me the ability, the passion, and the drive, allowing me to know all of you amazing people, all the amazing people watching, we get to put on a good show. And all that is from the good Lord above. Of course, obviously, the B-Main podcast, recording another episode tonight. It's all about the Snowball Derby. We're going to be, me and Gavin both are going to be down in Pensacola all week and weekend long. So expect some awesome coverage, some pre-race coverage from this week of us talking about our picks and a lot of ideas and storylines going into the Derby. It's going to be a good one. I love getting to sport it on the hood of my car, and maybe we'll get to put some stickers on some of our buddies down there that race in the Derby and in other divisions. Of course, always got to thank my family and my girlfriend. They're always so supportive of me all the time. And, of course, everyone here at the league that puts everything on with Hunter Carlson, everyone at Cansdale, with you, my fellow announcers. I love getting to go back and watch all the time, even when I'm finishing wherever it is. I always love getting to watch because y'all always put on a good show.
All right. Well, we'll see you back in the booth next Monday night, buddy.
Absolutely. See y'all.
All right. That was your runner-up finisher, Mr. Scott Shives, and I am here standing with your winner of USA Raceway in the FWM Late Model Series, Mr. Austin Pac-Man Pack from Walkerton, North Carolina. Man, how does that feel, man?
Oh, it feels good. We put enough fuel in it this time to make it. It was a great race. 2 weeks in a row for the late model series. This track was all about save. It would chew up the right sides in a heartbeat. Like I said, save, and then made sure we've had enough fuel and we wasn't going to spit and sputter coming out of 4 again.
Oh, man. Well, let's talk about, it was a crazy race, like Scott said, y'all got back there in dirty air, and I was telling Chris Norris, I was like, it'll be interesting to see how those cars handle the dirty air. Which your car, both y'all's cars were just fantastic coming back up to the field.
Yeah, the dirty air. It's already to me it's loose getting in, so the dirty air makes it a little looser on entry. I was a few times I got a little squiggly behind Bradley Young and Zach Patano. But once I got around those guys, got that clean air back, we were set sail. The restart that Yogi didn't really get going on helped us out a lot. Like I said, it's much better being in front of Scott than it is behind him trying to pass him. So same goes for me. I'd rather play the offense. I'd rather play offense and be out front and have the control rather than try to work by him. Because here, like I said, you run the same lap times, a couple hundreds of tenths off, it's hard to pass somebody.
Yeah, definitely. And are we going to see you run the trucks next week?
Yeah, I might. Last week we were out of town. We've been out of town 2 weekends in a row, so the holidays and whatnot. But yeah, we should be back in the saddle next week for the trucks.
All right, we'll be at Music City, and we'll see you there. And then before I let you go, anyone you'd like to thank out there?
Yeah, definitely my wife for allowing the time to do this. We got a 2-year-old and she's wide open now, but brought another bad fast Bud Speedway Classic car. We'll try to bring it back in 2 weeks and see if we can't get us another podium.
All right. Well, congrats, man. Go celebrate with the wife and the kids, and we'll see you next week in Nashville.
We'll see you then.
All right. That was your race winner, Mr. Austin Pac-Man Pack. So I want to ask you this, Charles. What was, from a driver's perspective, how would you say tonight went, and what were your things that you would say made this race such a great event?
Like the whole time I was racing, I wanted one more set. I was begging for one more set because the tires did fall off. And once that happened, the car just kind of plow through the corners. You're kind of drifting up the track. You know, I was lifting real early, you know, kind of trail breaking into the corner just to try to save as much tire as I could. But by doing that, you're letting everybody ahead of you go. And this was a tough track, but it was a lot of fun. One more set of tires would have changed the whole dynamic of the race, but absolutely a blast. I think, you know, I don't know if you guys caught Chris Golden, me. He was on the outside, I was on the inside. Me and him went lap for lap, and that was a great battle. And much respect to him and a lot of these other guys that really do. You know, they race clean. I'm going to tell you, they race clean. I know we got a lot of drama, but hey, it's racing. It's, yeah, it's racing. Off the hook stuff's going to happen all the time.
That's just short track racing.
Yeah, you can't let those little things bother you because it is what it is in short track racing. I thought everybody was really respectable back where I was in the back of the field, but like I said, I got to watch the replay back and see what happened. And you know, what a great race.
Yeah, definitely. So with that being said, but we forgot our next quick move of the race, and we're going to go to the restart where Pack was able to take control and drive off with this thing. That'll be the next quick move of the race. But with that being said, for my producer, Mr. Tracy Brown, for my co-host, Mr. Chris Norris, I'm Emmett Crow saying we'll see you next week at Nashville in the Craftsman Truck Series. Good night, everybody.